Hey everyone, it's Sandy from Two Fat Birds Creative, and today here I am showing you a few keychain molds that I have gotten from Beebeecraft, and I am part of the Beebeecraft YouTube affiliate program. If you have over 100 subscribers and you're pretty active on your channel, you can apply to be part of this program, and you can order about four or five different items that they will ship to you for free, as long as you do then make the use the items in a couple of videos and post them. You have to do one unboxing video and then two make videos, and this is the second make video. Here you can see I was showing you some of the glitter I am using. I'm using this for the polar bear keychain mold, and that other one is a chicken and two baby chickens, and then the polar bear and two baby polar bears. So that was from Glitter Makes It, and it was called Fresh Snow. And then here I'm using the JDiction New Formula UV resin. It's my go-to resin. I really like it. I know you can see a Let's Resin UV resin in there in the background. That is actually a specific color. I think it was the blue. But we're not using that today. We are going to use the JDiction and just adding it there to the glitter. And I am picking something up off the floor, or I'm plugging my UV light in, is what it looks like. And then I'll go ahead and stir this up. Just trying to give you a little look here of how that looks in the container as I'm stirring. It's really nice glitter. It's a fine glitter. I actually really like it. If you notice, I'm a little different view from where I normally post. I'm actually at my work desk doing this instead of my crafting station. That's just easier for me over here to do it because there's no UV light that's coming in that would speed the curing process on these. And here you can see me just trying to move that UV resin into the little legs and the face of the bear. Oddly, it's a three-legged bear. It's a little strange. I think they added an extra leg, maybe? Not so sure. You'll see me quandering that a little bit later. But also look at the sparkle that comes off from this glitter. I love it. It's just awesome. And now I'm just filling in the little babies, and we'll try to get it all into their little legs and heads too. Now I'm going to go move it over into the curing machine. I've cured it up, and I only did a small layer. Now I'm adding another layer. I'm just doing this in layers so it is sure to cure all the way through. Whenever you add something into UV resin, light has to pass through it to cure it. So even with this glitter, which will reflect the light back, you still want to make sure you work in layers just to make sure it gets all cured. Back into the curing machine we go. Now we're going to start working on the little chickens. And I have this yellow superfine glitter and kind of an orange peachy superfine glitter. For the life of me, I cannot remember if I got these from Temu or if I got them for IntoResin, because I know I've ordered both from both places. So I just am not sure. And here I'm just trying to show you the number on the top. So that yellow was an 8, and then that orangey peach was a 12. So again, not sure if it came from Temu or IntoResin. I got them quite a while ago, so, and don't use them very often yet. Here I'm reaching for a red superfine glitter. Again, it's either Temu or IntoResin. I think the bigger ones are from Temu, and the smaller one, which is that number 14, which is the red, I think that one is from IntoResin. Just kind of trying to show you some of the coloring. I was adding the red into with that peachy color just to give it a little bit more of a darker orange color. And then I'm going to actually combine both of these again in layers with the yellow on the bottom of the mama bird, and then the baby birds will be all yellow, but I will go back and add the orange to the top of the mama bird. We're going to speed up this section here just because it, may get a little bit boring, so we'll just speed this up. Here I am grabbing that little peach color and adding it to the head of the mama chicken. And to the tail of the mama chicken. Forgot I had done that one. And off to the curing machine she will go. She was going to go. Here I'm just trying to make sure I got any bubbles popped out and making sure that the resin is all in those teeny tiny little feet. And there she goes. And here's the polar bear. Look at that sparkle. Love it. And one more layer, I believe it's one more layer of that super fresh snow glitter makes it sparkle there. Top them all off. Here I'm taking a micro brush and just making sure, I don't know why I'm showing you the micro brush up close, but I'm using it just to make sure that I get that UV resin down into the little legs of the polar bears. And off she goes into the curing machine. And pulled out our little chicken here. The mold was kind of not level and was bending up, more so from how I had it stored and not the actual product itself, or from the curing, it might have just gotten a little hot and it decided to pull in. But I'm adding the second layer now to our little chicks and mama chicken. And here I'm actually grabbing for the UV resin. I probably shouldn't have done this. I should have mixed it in already with some more glitter, because you can see a little not quite as opaque spot in the little chickies, but I was just trying to get them topped off before I put them in the curing machine. And pulling out here the little polar bears. God, I love that sparkle. And I'm just flipping it over to make sure that I get the back side cured as well. Now I do have a double-sided Let's Resin UV lamp, but I want to make sure that it gets all done. And apparently I missed a section and pulled out the little chicks, and now I'm just giving them that final layer. And here I'm just showing you, I pulled out that number 14 red superfine glitter and mixed it in again, just making it a little bit more darker again for this final layer. Friends, don't be like me. Use a silicone mat under your stuff. My desk is pretty tattered underneath. You can't see it, but there's a lot of resin marks and other kind of marks on here, so I was just lazy and I don't have a small enough one, but you know, protect your stuff. I should also be wearing gloves. I haven't had any reactions to UV resin, and I always have my wipes near me so I can get it off my hands if I need to. But you know, protect yourself better than I do, and you know, use your gloves. Now we're unmolding the little polar bears. Let's see what we get here. If I can hold on to them right and get them in the camera view. I'm trying to clean off any overspill. And there's Mama Polar Bear. You can see I do have a tiny little bubble up there. But I think she's pretty cute. And then unmolding the baby polar bears. And just trying to flick away any kind of overspill or and there's the baby, or one baby. Here comes the next baby. Again, flicking off that overspill, overpour. Any rough areas. And there's baby number 2. and just all of them together. Through this next section here, I've sped it up. I'm actually using my little knife here to cut away some more of that overspill and those rough areas. And now here comes the completed chickens. Baby chicken number 1 coming up, maybe? Oh, the baby chicken, they were still tacky on the back. I had forgotten to flip it over, so I'm just throwing it back in there to cure up the backside. And then here's me trying to put together them as keychains, which was a bit of a struggle, so we're really going to fast forward through this part. Or just, yeah. Before I fast forward this part, I use these big jump rings to try to fit through the pieces, and they're very awkward in size for me to use these jump rings. So it's a lot of me fiddling around trying to get them connected and get them to work. And ta-da! I got that one in. Now I'm using a smaller jump ring to connect the keychain to that bigger one. Speeding up, pulling out the chicks. They're cured now, and just kind of cutting off those overspills. And now we're going to do the same as we did with the polar bear and get Mama Chicken connected onto a keychain. Here I am deciding how I want to place the baby chicks on the big chicken. And here is where it gets super fiddly because they're still thick. And I can't use the smaller pieces, but yet the thick ones still don't want to fit very well either. So it's a lot of just fiddling around and playing with them. Now I'm looking at Mama Chicken here going, where do I want to hang the babies from? And I end up going with one of the legs. Going to be a lot of just my hands not really being able to see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna speed up a lot and probably cut a little bit here rather than you just watching my hands. here I'm actually finished for the moment with that chicken, and now I'm going into figuring out how I want to attach the baby polar bears. Here I am getting my little manual drill, little hand drill, and so I can drill into Mama Bear to hang the baby bears. And here are the polar bears all finally put together. And here is the little chickies. I do change this later. I didn't like the placement of those, so. Here are some sharks that I had made previously, just giving you a little view of those. And then I also have, those are the baby sharks. I did put some glitter in those, some purple UV resin, and then some black glitter, if you're wondering what those dark spots are. And it is little Tyrannosaurus Rex and its babies. And there they are. And I end up fixing those two. I didn't like how they were hanging both together, so I do fix that one as well. And here are the stills of all the images. And I know this was a little bit of a longer video for me, but if you like it, please boop the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it. It's free for you and helps my channel. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. Bye.